waiting game continues as NFL owners begin the voting on a Redskins buyout. Welcome to the Washington Report, everyone. I'm Jane Carlin. We will have the latest news from the NFL owners meeting in just a moment. In fact, we could have vote results within the next half hour. We'll let you know when that comes down. But we begin this evening with an update on the Starbucks murder case. The man charged in the triple homicide will stay in jail. Bond will not be set. Carl Cooper was arraigned in D.C. Superior Court, and NewsChannel 8's John Lyle joins us now live from outside the court with more on today's hearing. John?
Well, Jane, we now know more about what happened in that Starbucks store 2 years ago, and that's because police say that Carl Cooper laid out the details and admitted to the killings in a written statement that he gave them. Cooper was arrested March 1st at his home on Gallatin Street Northeast on a charge of shooting an off-duty police officer. He was held in Prince George's County and questioned for more than 2 days. In an affidavit filed in court, police say that Cooper admitted in writing that he committed the murders at the Starbucks on July 6, 1997, and that he planned to rob the store for about a month. He chose that particular day because he thought the proceeds from the holiday weekend would be on hand, and in fact, police say there was more than $10,000 in the safe. He visited the store that morning to make sure it was doing a brisk business. Then he returned that evening. He was armed with two handguns, a 38 handgun and a 38 snub-nose revolver. He forced the three employees into the rear office. He then ordered the woman who identified herself as the manager, that would be Katie Mahoney, to open the safe. Now, when she failed to comply, Cooper allegedly admitted that he fired a warning shot into the ceiling. At that point, she took off, ran out of the office, but he caught her in the hallway, wrestled with her to get the keys to the safe away from her, but when she resisted, he shot her one time with the 38 handgun. He then shot her again using both of the guns he was carrying. Then he turned and shot both of the other employees, Aaron Goodrich and Emery Evans, and then Cooper fled the store. This is from his written statement. He allegedly fled the store without getting any money. He went home, got rid of the guns, and washed the blood out of his clothes. Now, police say they have also talked to a friend of Cooper's who says that Cooper approached him prior to the murders and asked him if he wanted to take part in robbing a Starbucks store in Georgetown. The friend apparently agreed to go along, to participate, but says Cooper never followed up on their conversation. Police now say that Cooper was the lone gunman, and today he made his first court appearance in connection with the murders.
The defendant was presented on the arrest warrant, which charges him with felony murder. He pled not guilty, or just his attorney said that he was not guilty. We set a preliminary hearing for March 30th, I think at 9:30 before Judge Wynn, and the judge ordered, the commissioner down in court ordered that he be held in jail until that time.
Now, Cooper also faces attempted murder charges in Prince George's County, but prosecutors there agreed to let him stand trial here in the district first because a relative of Katie Mahoney's, her stepmother, is suffering from cancer, and the family asked for closure. Jane?
Incredible and still disturbing revelations there in the courtroom today. John, thank you so much for relaying that back to us. Now to the story. Pro football fans are watching the NFL's vote on the sale of the Washington Redskins. We do have team coverage for you coming up this evening on this still developing story. We've got Matt Brock gauging fan reaction in Prince George's County. But we're going to go first here to Glenn Harris in the newsroom at the sports desk with more. Glenn, what do we know?
Thanks, Jenny. We're still playing the waiting game on the Redskins sale like everybody else is. And it's going to be about another month, probably. A word from the owners meeting in Phoenix is that the Milstein-Snyder Group is being granted a 30-day extension to get their financial house in order. In better order, I should say, for the National Football League to accept the deal. Now, the Milstein-Snyder Group did meet with the NFL commissioner today, and they got a little chance to make a pitch directly to the owners, although that session reportedly involved some very heavy questioning of the prospective owners. Several owners remain very skeptical about the financing of both the group's $800 million offer and of Milstein's personal finances, but the extension will help the Milsteins get better known to their potential future partners.
It's like a marriage, and you try to make sure that the marriage is going to last and be friendly and good.
Well, the NFL will have a special meeting next month to finally approve or reject the Milstein offer for the Skins. In the meantime, John Kent Cook remains in charge of the ball club. Janie, back to you.
All right, Glenn. Let's go now to Matt Brock, who's been gauging some fan reaction to all of this. Hello, Matt.
Well, hello, Jen. Of course, we talked to fans before this latest news came out. We talked to fans down on the mall. We talked to fans in a sports bar, and virtually all of them told us that this decision should have been made a long time ago.
If the money was put forth, then a decision should be made. Usually in negotiating, when they negotiate and buying teams, that's how it goes. You sit down, you go to the table, you make a deal on whatever the price is, and then it goes through. And this has been dragging on, what, seems 5 to 6 weeks now?
It's a pretty cut and dry situation. They either should approve him or not approve him. I don't know what it is. I think maybe some of the other owners want to keep the Cook family involved.
I wish they would resolve it. I mean, it's not fair to the team.
In what way?
Well, there's no direction. They really don't have it. They don't know who their owner is right now.
I think a decision definitely needs to be made. I think it's hurting the Skins more than it's helping the Skins by letting this go on like this. Like you said, free agents, we're losing free agents, and you know, there's a lot of people that are going to be up this year for free agency that we could possibly pick up, maybe develop a team.
Now, Redskins fans, of course, well known for their allegiance to the team, Jane, and of course all of these fans told us no matter what happened, they'd stick with the team. But you got to wonder how much another 30 days will hurt their team spirit.
Exactly, the kinds of things they were complaining there about, not being able to sign up new players, the free agents, that kind of thing. This is definitely not going to help on that front. Matt, Brock, in Prince George's County, thank you. Sticking with sports, we have reached the eve of the Sweet 16 in the NCAA tournament, and the Maryland Terps face a stiff third-round test tomorrow against St. John's. For more on that big game, Kay Lake joins us now from Knoxville, Tennessee, with a preview. Hello, Kay.
Hello, Jane. Yes, we are in Knoxville. It's a beautiful day out here today. We're getting ready for a huge game tomorrow as the number 5 Maryland Terrapins take on 8th-ranked St. John's. It should be a great game, probably the best game in round 3. Joining us right now is Maryland coach Gary Williams. And, Coach, you arrived in Knoxville last night, and then, of course, you had practice today. How did it go?
It went well. We got a chance to shoot here, then we went to a high school gym because this is open to the public here. And we worked hard for about an hour, which is all you need this time of year, and I think we're ready to play.
Both teams are very athletic. Talk about this matchup between the two teams.
Well, that's the problem with St. John's. We don't play many teams that are as athletic as we are, but St. John's certainly is, and they're a little wider than us, too. They have some big bodies out there, and this is a game where you might miss a player like Obina Akizi, but we've adjusted well all year, and I think our guys really feel that we can win this game.
This is the only region where all 4 seeds advance to the Sweet 16, so this is going to be a tough region to get out. Just
our luck, right? It would have been great if there were some upsets on the other side, but at the same time, you have to prove yourself anyway. It's not really, everybody's left is trying to get to the Final Four, so you're going to play tough teams to get there, and we have to play St. John's, but that's okay. We understand that.
Well, we hope that you beat St. John's tomorrow because we want to stick around in Knoxville for a few more days.
Yeah, we all do. So hopefully we'll be here till Saturday.
Okay, thank you. Coach Gary Williams, that's it from Knoxville for now. We'll have more coming up in sports. Jane?
We've extended your per diem and hotel expenses. We're thinking positively here, Kay. All right, well, internet provider AOL is set to sink its teeth deeper into cyberspace. Coming up, the latest on its merger with Netscape. And how about this weather? No complaints here. Marlon, it's lovely.
Yeah, very warm St. Patrick's Day, and it looks like the weather's going to stay on the mild side for a while.